it's Kim at Geranium Lake Flowers, and welcome to our YouTube channel where it's everything flowers, and this time of year it's everything Christmas and holiday splendor. So be sure and check out our other videos. We have tons, like how to put up a 24-foot noble fir tree. I know, weird, right? How to flock a tree, all sorts of things. But back by popular demand, today's video is about how to make one of those beautiful florist loopy bows. There's one right here that I had pre-made. So I'm going to teach you that. I had a virtual wreath class, and if you want to sign up, please go to our website, and we have lots of options to teach you how to make wreaths. But bows are where everyone has like a meltdown, like, ah! And you guys, I can't talk. Don't think too much. Let's just make that beautiful bow. So you can see that my little buffet of ribbon. We have been using a lot of this May Arts ribbon. I love May Arts, and this is velvet. It's 2 inches, 1.5 inches, and it's not wired, but it's a very plush velvet, and we'll make that. So here's all the beautiful colors. Today, the first thing that I'm going to do is use a 2-inch wired ribbon. You can get this anywhere. Usually there's a front and a back, but it has wire on the edges, so you can kind of manipulate the bows and, you know, kind of puff them out and that kind of thing. So there's a lot of bow making videos out there, but I am going to make it easy. I know, because there's like people with grids and measuring. So I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way, which is an arm length of ribbon. So check this out. I'm going to do 1 arm length, 2 arm length. Oops, I ran out a little bit, but that's okay because it's 1 3/4. I'm going to go ahead and take my scissors. I have lots of different kinds of scissors. I kind of go through them. I tell my staff, do not cut any wire with these scissors. And even though this is wired ribbon, it doesn't affect the quality of the scissor, like make it dull. So you can see that I just did a nice, pretty 45-degree angle. So I kind of smooth it out. I lay it on a long table, and I go about 12 inches. So this is going to be my tail. Got it? So this, by tail, I mean kind of the piece that hangs down. So here's another tail. Have you ever dreamed about having a tail? Not me. I haven't. But anyway, so here we go. Here's a little tail. And then you're going to pinch it in your finger, super easy. And I forgot to mention there's 3, well, there's probably more, but there's 3 different ways that you can tie it together. You know, my trusty zip tie. What are these things called? Pipe cleaners, or we just use a 15-inch, 15-inch, I'm not sure what gauge this is, green wire. So, so whatever you have handy. I have actually even used some string. I have actually used a piece of ribbon to tie it together too. So here we are. We've got our 12-inch tail. We're pinching it in my hand, and then we're making a loop. So it depends on how fluffy you want your loop, but I'm just making about 5 inches. And you're gonna go back on yourself and twist it and make another loop. So see that? So you're pinching in your hands, and you're going to make another loop, pinching it, and then on the other side, another loop. And then I have enough room for a little button loop, which is, I call that little guy in the middle. And then again, you can use a pipe cleaner, a zip tie, but I'm gonna use this wire. And then you pinch it really tight and twist it. So I give it about 4 or 5 twists. And then you're like, oh my God, that looks like bedhead. That doesn't look very pretty. But you're gonna go ahead and fluff out everything. And you can see here's my little kind of loopy bow. And then you can kind of, it looks like this got a little folded over on the bolt. So you kind of press it like that. And then typically I will kind of make my ends a little bit more even, right? So it looks pretty good, right? Pretty easy. So again, it's super easy. I'll do it one more time. I have this kind of traditional red velvet with gold sparkle on the edge. So again, 2 arm lengths. remember that one was 1 3/4. You're gonna go ahead and cut it at an angle, so 45. You're gonna go ahead and start your tail and pinch, and then you're gonna make your loop about 4 to 5 inches, and you're gonna pinch and twist. This particular ribbon has a very distinguishable front and back, so I don't want the back of the ribbon to be my loop, if that makes sense. So then we're gonna pinch again, twist, looking so good. Pinch again and twist. It's like some sort of dance move, right? Pinch again, and this one is very fluffy, and that's what 2 arm lengths of ribbon will be. So it's nice and pinched. I'm grabbing my, and actually I could just do it with a pipe cleaner just to show you. These are brown pipe cleaners. I like the wire and the zip tie better because they're a little bit stiffer. And then check this out. So I fix my loops. I kind of just push them down with my hand. I make sure that my tails are going down, and I even out my tail. And this is red bow perfection. I know, really. So if you wanted to use the velvet, it doesn't make as pretty as a looped bow, but it's still beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a smaller one, so just 1 arm length. And so again, the same technique. You're gonna pinch it and twist it. It doesn't hold its shape as well as the wired ribbon, but how can we argue with velvet, right? So I just made 4 little loops, and I'll use the wire again. And I'm twisting it really tight. And these bows can be on wreaths, they can be at the top of trees, they can be wherever you want. So you can see that this little loop is like having a little meltdown with me because I didn't twist it. So I'm gonna do it one more time because I want it to be perfect. Okay, so I twisted it so tight that I am going to redo it. So this ribbon is a little bit more tricky. The other thing you can do is you can do a shoe tie bow, which is basically how you tie your shoes. And that is really kind of more Scandinavian look and just really beautiful and simple. So a lot of times you can put the bow on the bottom of the wreath instead of the top, especially for these long velvet bows. And yeah, so here we go. Here's our little chocolate velvet guy. And yeah, so you can see my loops are a little bit better than my first try. I'm gonna even out this ribbon, and I think we're done. So what do you think, you guys? Bow perfection? It's so easy. So thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe, like, and hit that alert bell, and keep watching. We love you. Bye.